All right, welcome back, good people. On this video, I want to talk about 3 key elements that are necessary for the success of an online business. Now, as I create these videos, I'm going to be talking about a variety of different topics, but basically what I want you to understand is that why I'm creating these videos is to create a path for people in my family, right? My kids, my grandkids, my great grandchildren, to be able to follow someday if they're interested in starting an online business. And maybe, that may be 10, 20 years down the road, but excuse me, I believe that the internet is going to still be around if the world is not destroyed, right? Because I personally believe that there's too much too quickly. And I believe that, where we are today, you can actually destroy some things with, a touch of a button or create some havoc, right? So it's kind of like you can have too much of a good thing, in my opinion. And I think the internet is a good thing. Don't get that wrong. But I think sometimes it's just it's a bit much, especially in the hands of somebody who, is not really like grounded, right? Or someone who, they're extremely smart or they're extremely methodical with what they do. Their mindset thinks differently, and the results could be something fantastic, but it could also be something that could be destructive, right? And in the hands of the wrong person, boom, you have destruction. Now, I said all that to say this: there are three keys to a successful online business. First key is something I spoke about on the last video, and it's this. You have to understand the platform you want to reach your audience with. What is that? What is that platform you want to share your story, share your experiences, share your information, share your skills? What is that platform for you? Is it video like I'm doing here? Because if it is, boom, you got it. All you have to do is set your system up and start to create content, right? Is it audio? Do you not like being in front of the camera? Because when you're in front of the camera, let me tell you something, really. Just a short aside. I'm creating 200 videos in 365 days. I do not want those videos to be with the same look, the same dress I'm talking about. I want the background and all that to be similar. But I don't want to look like I took all 200 videos today, right? So the way that works is, you have to interchange things. So I have to supply certain things like shirts, this and that's, whatever is necessary for me to feel comfortable displaying myself in front of this camera for you guys, right? So that's a process. When you think about that, you got to set aside a little window, and you also have to set aside a system where when you create videos, you can just, like what I do is I'm not going to share too much, but it looks like it's more time consuming than it is, I'll say that. But getting back to the 3 elements of a successful online business, the second element is to create content. When you set your system up, right? You got your video camera up if you're going to do videos. You got your podcast system set up if you're going to do audios. Or you got your blog created on WordPress or wherever you create your blog. And then you start to write, right? Whatever it is that you start to do, you start to create content. And that content has to be created consistently. Not you create a blog post today and then you don't create another blog post until next Saturday. No, you have to do it every day, sometimes twice a day, depending on how you want to set things up to reach your audience. Because, see, your audience initially doesn't know who you are or what you do. Which means you actually don't have an audience, right? That's how that works. But that doesn't mean you can't create an audience, because we're creators, right? Whatever you want to create, you can create. I firmly believe that. Whatever life I want to live, I can live that life. And this is the life I want to live, because I'm creating this, but I also understand that it's not created in a day, in a week, in a month. No. It's created in what's called a lifetime. A lifetime. This is what I'm doing for life. So if you have understanding about what you want to do for the rest of your life or what you would like to share for the rest of your life, you're already halfway there. The other part is just setting up a system so that you can be comfortable doing it. Because you're going to have discomfort along the way. There's going to be systems, like I'm studying things right now that as I'm listening and watching and following, it's real smooth. It goes real smooth. But when I actually implement it, put action to it, there's bugs in it. I'm thinking, wait a minute, this is not what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be like 1, 2, 3, boom. But that's how I have to adjust. And that's how you'll have to adjust as well. Sometimes that'll cause people to say, well, look, I'm not going to do it because it's too much involved. I mean, I was going to do it, but you know, now I got to go way over there instead of just right there, right? And that's how they eliminate the people who don't want it bad enough. The system will eliminate the ones who are really not willing to put in the work to have it. But if you put in the work, you're going to get it. You're going to get it, trust that. But getting back to the list, the third thing is you have to focus on growing and engaging your email list. You're going to create an email list. That email list is going to be created specifically from your subscribers, people who subscribe to watch you or listen to you or view your blogs. You're going to have a process where it's basically called a landing page or an opt-in page that you're going to require people to subscribe to your channel or to your system. When they do that, then they'll go to an email list. When they go to that email list, then you can contact those people whenever you want, as regular as you want. Now, you don't want to overdo, overkill. You want to, space them so that I don't just get tired of seeing you or hearing you, right? Because I have other things to do, and everyone else does too. So, but you want to give great information or just give information that you know about, which will be great because over time you'll get better. Don't let the fact that you're not going to be as good as you're going to get or as good as you would like to be initially to hold you back, because that holds a lot of people back. A lot of people, for whatever reason, stop doing things because they're not as good as you at first. What? You've been doing this for years, and they just started. They want to be as good as you. They want to be better than you because they're in their comparing mode. You can't compare because my name is Larry James. You can't bring what I bring because you're not me. Whoever you are, I can't bring what you bring because I'm not you. That's the beauty of this system. It requires individuality. It requires uniqueness. It requires you to show up, not me. I'm showing up. I'm doing what I do. It requires you, young lady or young man, to show up. And if you're willing to do that and you're willing to put in the work, you will receive the benefits. Sometimes very, very quickly. Sometimes the world or the universe that I know about is waiting for you. It's waiting for you. You have all the knowledge, you have all the understanding. But see, sometimes people like me, when I began, I had like apprehensions as well. I was nervous, didn't want to really put in the time, and I was thinking, well, hey, I'm looking at people who are, excellent in what they do. I don't think I can get there. But it's not necessary for me to get there. What's necessary is for me to enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, because you get this one time. You get to ride this way one time. And if you have the opportunity to make it the way you want to, do that. Do that. And I'm talking about stepping outside of that comfort zone, doing something else. But not just, don't do it in a irresponsible way. Do it in a way where, you pace yourself. You gain the information and the knowledge and the understanding so that it's not like such a disconnect when you disconnect from your 9 to 5 or your job, right? You just kind of transition into it. And when you transition into it, what was generating the income over here will begin to generate the income over here. In other words, your job will now become your business, and your business is allowing you to live the lifestyle that you want. Right? And that's what you want. All right, more videos come. SpeakWithLarry.com.